A famous gourmet, Jill Hales, once said that the yolk is more vibrant orange in a fresh egg from chickens. They are free range and they are fed a natural grain diet. With 6 million New Zealand dollar, the free range egg and poultry company New Zealand, also known as FRENZ, is looked to expand its current geographic location, and she has set sight on China. Good afternoon, CEO of FRENZ. Today, Team PM, consisting of Michael and Pamela, will bring forth an implementation plan to address the following issue. How can FRENZ enter the China market? How do we implement this plan? For our agenda today, I will first go through what is FRENZ's current business model, after which I will go through the value propositions of FRENZ. Then, I will analyze the China market which FRENZ took interest in. Finally, I will just show where the provinces are that we should be looking for. I will then pass it on to Pamela, who will then continue on with the implementation, the market segment and marketing, and finally, our conclusion. Currently, this is what the business model of FRENZ look like. On our left hand side are the operations, and on our right are our marketing strategies. FRENZ have the necessary farming capabilities that will in turn impart to her partners who are sole proprietor that are interested in farming to make a living. After which, FRENZ will buy back these eggs from the farmer and repackage it for her distribution channel. FRENZ go through the retail supermarket to sell her eggs to consumers who are health conscious, who knows the quality of free range egg, and this in turn generate revenue for FRENZ. After briefly went through the business model of FRENZ, now I will go through the value propositions. Value creation for customer is a major concern for FRENZ. Catering to the growing importance of healthy eating, FRENZ uses organic farming methods to rear the hens so that they could be naturally healthy with no use of chemicals. Then hens are also fed with exclusive feed, which in turn produces quality eggs. Furthermore, with a strategic location free of diseases, there's a natural added value to FRENZ eggs. Lastly, being the only New Zealand organic free-range egg company to meet the strict USDA health standards, this can only create a stronger guarantee for their consumers. Go. After discussing the value proposition of FRENZ, now I will analyze the China market. In recent years, there are more customers looking out for food with high nutritional value, and in face of the SARS and bird flus, they are more willingly to pay for food safety. This is particularly true with the affluent, as they are more health conscious and they also have more disposable income to purchase such premium products. Currently in Beijing, the branded egg market stands at 5.1% of the total egg market, compared to a meager 2% just 2 years ago, showing the rising popularity of branded eggs, which is just the industry that FRENZ is looking forward to. After going through the analysis of China market, now I will bring you through the implementation. In China, the more affluent citizens are living in the eastern side of China, and these are the provinces which we will want to be venturing in, since they have the biggest buying power. After identifying the targeted area, we decided to build farms in China instead of exporting our eggs there. This is to provide the freshest eggs for our customer, as well as to minimize the exposure to diseases. Currently in China, there's a major branded egg player, the Qingyuan, which provides for 72% of the entire branded egg market in China. They also have their own farming land in Hebei. Therefore, there has to be strategic implementation of our farms in order to stay competitive in this industry. Now I will pass it on to Pamela, who will continue on with implementation.
For the Qingyuan, they are currently occupying Songshan, which is a sparsely populated mountain in Hebei, and they supply eggs to Beijing and Shanghai. Thus for FRENZ, we recommend the Louis platoon, which is represented by the hens in the previous slide. This farming area is actually near to all three cities, and has a total land area of 640,000 square kilometers. In this area, it has a total population of around 15 million, which amounted to about 22 people per square kilometer. Thus, this area is sparsely populated enough for us to build a farm, and the hens will be given enough space to move about. Thus, with better living conditions for the hens, they will produce healthier eggs. Due to the lower technology and skills level in China for this new industry, FRENZ gradually took on a head start to build the factory for the local farmers and attach trained personnel to the factory to coach the employees. During this period, FRENZ could also train local managers to look after the operations as well as ensuring egg quality. This not only reduced labor costs but also ensured that FRENZ eggs produced in China would be of the same quality as those produced in New Zealand. As an add-on, FRENZ could also provide technology and the exclusive feed to these farmers for an easier setup, and this could actually function as an enticing factor to attract more farmers into this industry. Zooming into Eastern China, there are three main areas which we are considering for FRENZ to focus on. These provinces are chosen because of the higher percentage of affluent and accessibility from Louis Plateau. As FRENZ eggs are already very well received in Hong Kong, we will be able to leverage on a good sales record in Hong Kong to break into the Shenzhen market. After a successful breakthrough into this market, we would then move upwards towards Shanghai and eventually breaking into the Beijing market as well. Hence, we are not attacking the Qingyuan head-on, but to move our way northwards slowly while maintaining a foothold in more provinces. After analyzing the land, we shall now look at the customer segment. Beijing currently has a total of 17 million citizens, and these are our targeted customers who are actually the middle to high-end customers who actually have a greater buying power and they reside in the more affluent cities such as Shenzhen, Shanghai and Beijing. This is a marketing strategy that we would recommend for FRENZ to adopt. Firstly, we would target the high-class hotels who receive the more affluent customers. As we are a new brand in China, we could give away free eggs for them to try, and given the value propositions that our eggs have, the hotels will be more receptive to our eggs, giving us the credentials. After attaining this recognition, we will then venture into hypermarkets who are able to reach out to more people in China. With the credentials as our trump cards, these hypermarkets such as Carrefour as well as Walmart will be able to have a greater reason to believe in us and buy the eggs from us. Okay, the last part of our marketing strategy is the branding. Given the strong emphasis of Guanxi in China, we are proposing for FRENZ to adopt a local name which is FRENZ and stands for 朋友. This actually sounds more amiable and approachable to the Chinese and increase our brand's attractiveness to them. On the financial aspect, we have found out that the average egg consumption per person is 292 eggs, of which 15 are branded eggs. Imagine in Beijing, with a population of 17 million people, you actually get a sales figure reaching as high as 251 million eggs if you are able to dominate the egg market. And this will actually allow us to reap in a revenue of 500 renminbi, equivalent to 145 million New Zealand dollars. But even if this is unable to become the dominant player, but equal players together with the Qingyuan, we will still be able to reap in at least 70 million New Zealand dollars. With Beijing alone, it's already 145 million. What's more, if you were to add Shenzhen and Shanghai into the picture, the revenue will be at least threefold and it will be a success story for FRENZ.